welcome to Spiritual Connections LLC. I am Angelina, and I am your spiritual alignment coach. I also just realized that this video is kind of messy in the background. So forgive me my mess because I also happen to have just got a whole bunch of new equipment that I'm super excited to use. So hopefully that's all working. And because this has been the first time in a while that I've been able to come on and post a video, I just kind of wanted to do like a quick little energy update and say hi and show you guys that I still exist. Also, to give you guys a little bit of a sort of summary of all the crazy new weird things that have been going on lately. So before we dive in, I just want to do sort of a little kind of blessing on the day and hope that wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video, that today is filled with calm, with peace, with positive energy and patience. This is kind of like the P's of the energy update for November. Okay, so before we can go into November, let's talk a little bit about October. So October was sort of messy for a lot of people. A lot of what people were feeling, at least in my experience, is that October was filled with sort of a heavy energy. A lot of things that it was time to let go of were coming to the surface in October. A lot of clients, even myself, we're just kind of noticing there's a lot of stuff going on that it's time to let go of. It's time to understand that the negative things in our lives, we don't have to have anymore. Right? And the biggest obstacle that we have in life is often not being afraid of whatever new thing is coming our way. So if this last month you were experiencing that heaviness and a lot of sort of, I don't want to call it negativity, but just like a heaviness or a recognition that things need to change, then you were definitely on par with the energy of October. Now, part of overcoming the October energy was recognizing that fear is what's keeping you from living your life, right? If you could do anything that you want to do in life, would you do it, right? Are you afraid to do it? Is there anything standing in your way? Now, there's all kinds of different people on the spectrum of this energy, right? There's people who are going to just jump in, make things happen, address that fear head on, or just kind of ignore it altogether. Or there's people who are going to let it continue to be in the way. But here's the good news. No matter where you are in the sort of journey of life, right? Even if you are one of the people who isn't ready to let go, isn't ready to move forward yet, that's okay. The universe is going to continue to bring you opportunities to move forward. So just know that even if you're still in fear, worry, regret, sadness, guilt, whatever, there is time for you moving forward to let go of those things so that you can really just speed up forward. Okay. Now, that's October. October has passed. It is now November 1st. So, what's going on with November? If you're anything like me, this morning, November 1st, you woke up with a crazy surge of energy because now is the time, right? Like I said, October was all about like, what's going on, this heaviness of what's going to happen. November is like, it doesn't matter what's going to happen. You just need to do something, right? So if you woke up this morning with this great surge of energy, just know that that's perfectly on par with where you should be, where you could be if you're tapped into this energy. Now, it can be a little bit difficult, I understand, to take the energy and use it to your advantage. So if you're wondering how to use the energy to your advantage, or if you're maybe not quite feeling ready to move forward, that's okay. We're going to talk about how to use this energy, how to tap into it if you're not already, and how you're going to proceed forward in your life. So November energy, if you're going to step forward into it, if you're ready to move forward, which you don't have to be, right? Because there's no judgment in this space. Everybody's on a different journey, is understanding that where you have been is part of the process. So there's a piece of gratitude here. And ironically, since we're in November, which happens to be the gratitude month, we're going to show gratitude for the lessons that we've had to experience in the past, right? Because they do, in fact, shape us into who we are and who we want to be. Right? Remembering there is free will in everything that we do. Every decision that you make, you have a choice. It may not seem like it. It may not always feel like it, but we do, in fact, have a choice in everything that we do. So if that's true, if that's the case, what are our options? So again, showing gratitude to where we've been, also recognizing that we're going in a new direction. So this might look like, okay, universe, thank you for sending me that unknown payment, right? Maybe I forgot to pay my electricity bill, because this actually happened to us. We didn't know we had an electricity bill. We thought we were paying it. Turns out we weren't, and we got a bill for $1,500. Like, unknown bill. That's a lot of money. What are we going to do with that? Well, gratitude, right, for this learning opportunity, because I'm not here on this earth to not experience life. Now that I know that I'm going to experience that, what am I going to do with it? What is my plan to move forward, right? That's the entire purpose of this November energy, is, have you learned the lesson? Are you grateful for the lesson as it was? And what are you going to do as you move forward? How are you going to keep yourself organized? How are you going to keep yourself in compassion for yourself and for other people, right? Again, free will is a big piece of this, right? As we're moving out of October, which is all about recognizing that we do in fact have free will. Again, the October energy was kind of funky, right? Because everything was in this weird shrouded illusion. But November is really pointing out that you do have the opportunity to move forward and recognize your choice. So as you move into November, what are your options? Remember, we're not stuck in a binary system. It might seem like it, it might feel like it sometimes, but we have more than two options, more than two choices. Anytime, everything that comes to our attention, we have a multitude of opportunities in that moment. What are we going to do with it? It wasn't that long ago, I had a discussion with a client of mine regarding free will, right? What is free will? When do we have it, right? If moments in life are predetermined, because there's a lot of people who believe that everything in life is predetermined. If that's true, then how do we have free will? Well, if we believe in predeterminism, right, which is this thing was always going to happen. It was always on the list, right? This is like Akashic records, right? It was predetermined I was going to experience this car crash at 25 on this road at this time, right? What can I do about that, right? Do I really have free will if that was predetermined before I ever even started my life? Well, what options do you have, right? If we were to believe that free will was the option, which part is free will? Maybe not the accident, maybe, right? Maybe it's how we react in the accident. Maybe it's how we react after the accident, how we treat the person who might have hit us or who we hit, right? Whatever that looks like, we have the opportunity to find out what our options are, right? With gratitude, with compassion for ourselves, understanding this is a hard thing for a lot of people to remember. You, me, none of us are perfect, right? You're never going to do the right thing every time, right? You might know what the right thing is and still not do it because you're a human being, right? Hey, Sarah, welcome. Glad to see you. It's so fun doing lives and I get to see people I haven't seen in forever. I'm super excited you're here. Yay. Hopefully you can hear me and my microphone's working. Anyway, so that's kind of where we're at in November. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm going to be coming on hopefully a lot more frequently now that I have some equipment that's useful. Here pretty soon, I'm going to be in my own little recording space, which is going to be cool. I also have another channel that's going to be starting here soon called Backstage. And it's kind of going to be the behind the scenes of starting a new band and going and doing some performances. So thank you. I know. My hair's like super long. So this is why I like doing lives. It's a little bit more interactive. I did do the recorded video thing for a while, and I just felt like it wasn't as much fun as like coming on here, answering questions, saying hi to everybody. I'm very much a social being, I found out. So yeah, to tell you guys a little bit about the music thing, since I'm doing a little bit of a plug here, it's just me and my friend Gary. He plays the guitar and the bass and all that stuff. And we've been kind of getting together and doing open mic nights and stuff like that. And honestly, we just have a ton of fun. And I'm like, well, the amount of fun we have would probably be entertaining to other people. So we decided we're going to make a little bit of a channel out of it. So again, that's called Backstage. There are no videos as of yet. Videos to come probably later this week. And yeah, we're going to be answering questions. We're going to have like a weekly podcast where people can ask us questions about the good, the bad, and the difficult of being a band in 2023. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It's just a fun thing for people to come and enjoy and be a part of the behind the scenes stuff. I never even really knew about behind the scenes stuff of being in a band. So I'm learning a lot, which for those of you who have been on the channel for a long time know, learning is like my favorite thing ever. I'm a giant nerd. Now, another thing to come probably later on this week, I want to start doing some book analysis, or just kind of referring books to you guys. If you're anything like me and you like merging the spiritual with the science and you're interested in how the brain works and how behavior works, I'm going to be putting like some different books that I have been reading or have read in the past that I think you guys would enjoy. There's a lot of books out there. Not all of them are created equal. So yeah, so we're going to talk about some of that as the weeks go on. Oh, I'm sorry, Sophia. I hope you feel better. That's okay. I'm almost done anyway. So that's what I have for you guys, just the energy update coming into November. Remember to start practicing some gratitude, if at all possible. Remembering that as we come into November, it's all about shifting away from the stagnation and into progress. And everything that we do, everything that we speak, every action we take is all about manifesting, right? So as we come into November, we have the opportunity to manifest positive or towards our dreams or away from our dreams, right? So be careful how you speak. Remember that words are like spells, right? So probably later on this week or next week, we're going to be talking a little bit about manifestation, attraction energy. We're going to talk a little bit about science because I love science. And we're going to talk about the scientific aspects of attraction with the spiritual aspects. So be on the lookout for that. That'll probably be next Wednesday, if I'm correct. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining, for watching, for being a part of my channel. If you've been here for a long time, make sure that you like this video so that I know that you guys have been watching. If you're new to my channel, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notified anytime I go live. I prefer to do live videos because it's just more fun for me. Hopefully also more fun for all of you. And I'm super excited to see you guys all a little bit later. All right, bye everybody.